Good morning. Today's the day. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my favorite products and things that I use on a daily basis. So let's get started. Every morning, I always use Sensodyne toothpaste. Every time this commercial comes on for me, I'm like, dude, I can't believe that's my toothpaste. Like, they need help with some marketing, some branding, but regardless, it does not take away from the fact that this is an amazing toothpaste, especially if you have sensitive gums like me. It leaves my mouth nice and tingly and clean, and I love it. Then I go in with my tongue scrubber. If your breath stinks in the morning, I highly recommend using a tongue scraper. It just helps get all that bacteria and crap out of your tongue. So in the morning, I love to get my workout in. Most mornings, I just feel like going on a walk. And I wanted to show you guys my favorite leggings to wear when I go outside on a walk. These leggings have pockets. They have pockets on the leg, so you can just slide your big ass phone in your thigh and it's just attached to you, so you can like literally be free and just walk around. For my walking shoes, of course, I've got my Hokas, but my Hoka obsession is actually getting out of control. First of all, look at the sole. Look how thick it is. Like, I think it's like an inch. So it does add some height, which I'm not complaining about, but it really does cushion my knees, my joints. And so even though I'm walking for miles at a time, my knees don't feel strained. So if you're going outside, you should definitely wear a mask. This is the one that I use when I'm exercising, but what I wanted to show you is a mask-led. If like you're in a zone where there's no people, you can just kind of like leave it. Oh, someone's coming. You can just slap it right back on. So on days where I feel like doing a home workout, I love to use this app called Seconds. Now this is a workout timer, and I love the fact that I'm able to customize my own workouts. I made this workout playlist maybe like 3 years ago at this point. I really hate counting reps, so I like how this just times the intervals for you. This is my foldable treadmill, which I love to use on the rare days that it's raining. And I also like to use this if I feel like going on an extra walk at night. I just turn it on, and then I just use the remote control to control the speed. I'll just do this, watch some YouTube videos, jam out, and call it a day. So after I finish my workout, I will wash off. For my shampoo and conditioner, I'm using my Function of Beauty. Everything about this is customizable, which I love, from the formula, the scent, the color, to like what you even want written on here. And it just delivers straight to my door. It's very convenient. So now it is time for meditation. I love this app, Calm. This is my favorite meditation app. I was doing a lot more guided meditations when I was first getting into the habit of meditation, but now that I've been doing it pretty solidly for like a full year, I just like to use Calm Light, which is Tamara talking for like the first like minute or so, and then she just dips out, and then you're just in your meditative state. It's time to do my future self journaling. I want to do a shout out to my favorite notebook of all time. This is called the Penco. It's like a buttery, silky canvas, and then the pen that you write just kind of glides through it. I also like that it is wide ruled. I was always under the impression that I was like a college ruled gal. Once you go wide, you just can't go back. The wideness makes your writing look nicer. It also just gives you that space and the room that your words need sometimes. This spiral coil is great. It just makes folding the notebook a lot easier, so you can write front and back. And it also doubles as a pen holder. This is by MUJI. This is their 0.38 tip pen, so it's pretty thin, but it's not too thin, where you just feel like your writing is compromised. It is so important to stay hydrated, and I stay hydrated using my Takia bottle. Now this is 32 ounces. It's so easy to drink water this way. It has a little mouth spout with a straw that goes all the way down, so I can just drink without tilting the water bottle. None of this action, that's just too much effort. Like, it's already hard enough to remember to drink water, so it needs to be as easy as possible. If you guys didn't know, I can't have coffee, which is so annoying. I just get bad heartburn. So I've been on a journey with teas, and out of all the teas I've tried, I always come back to Peak. They tastes so good. There's no pesticides, there's no like heavy metals, there's no mold that's in a lot of teas. They just make sure that everything is like clean, and I can really taste the difference. For foundation, love this one by Beauty. This is their Changemaker Micellar foundation. This is like a nice moussey whipped formula. It just blends in so beautifully, and I love the velvet finish. For concealer, I have Pat McGrath's Skin Fetish Sublime. On days where I don't wear foundation, I'll just pop this underneath my eyes and around my nose. As I get older, my skin just gets more and more dry, so it's really important for me to use creamy, hydrating formulas. For blush, I've got Rare Beauty's Joy. This is a liquid blush, and you don't need a lot. You just need 2 dots. Blends in so beautifully. It just looks so natural. I just look like, you know, I went up and down the stairs a little bit, but it's very strategic. So I just went ahead and did my brows really quickly, and now I'm gonna talk about this mascara by M Cosmetics. This one is called Pick Me Up. This is great if you've got short, small, Asian lashes like me. This has a really dry formula. I would say it's like water resistant. Like I wouldn't go swimming in this and submerge my head underwater, but like if you have like a little cry and you have like a little misty-eyed moment, it's fine. See, my lashes just look a little bit more perky, a little bit more fresh. And lastly, for highlighter, I've got this one by Ilia. This is like a pretty natural highlighter. It's not like incredibly shimmery and glittery. It just looks like your skin. Moving on to hair, I have this hair straightener by GHD. I'll run it through and then I'll curl it in like that. And I just do that all around my hair. But it just creates like a really sleek, bulbous bob. I just feel really sleek in it, and it literally takes me seconds to do. I'm about to get out of these pajamas, but I wanted to show you guys my velvet hangers. I've had this system for years now, only because it is so efficient. I'm able to have so much more clothing in my closet because these velvet hangers are such a space saver. They also are really great for like tank tops because they don't like slip off the hanger. If you've got the plastic hangers, say goodbye to them and get these velvet ones because these will change your life. So I think we should tackle some undergarments. First up, let's talk about nippies. It's basically a little pasty with an adhesive back, and you just stick that on top of your nipple and you're good to go. I feel like this bra would work best for people with a smaller chest. I'm like a 34A and these are perfect. They like literally cover my whole boob. If you wanna show off your nipples, go for it. But for me, call me old fashioned, but I just like to have these shields on. It just makes me feel more comfortable that way. You guys already know how much I love the Uniqlo Airism hip huggers. These are incredible, so stretchy, seamless, you can't see it. Let's say I'm on my period. This is a period panty. I am trying my best to step away from pads and panty liners because it's just so much waste. Basically, the crotch area is built out of this very durable, no leak fabric. So you just wear this for the full day and it'll hold you in. I would wear these usually when I'm like spotting or if it's on my my lighter days. I wouldn't recommend just wearing this on like your full, heavy, intense flows just alone. I wear this in tandem with like a tampon or a menstrual cup on my super heavy days. Since we're already talking about menstrual cycles, let's talk about my menstrual cup. This is by the brand Tampon Tribe, and honestly, ever since I switched out to menstrual cups last year, I honestly can't go back. I did a whole thorough review on the menstrual cup in another video, which I will link in the cards, but I can't recommend this enough. You literally fold this cup into this little C fold, you stick it up your vagina, and then when it's inside your vagina, it'll start opening up, and then this cup will start collecting all the blood. And pulling it out is really easy. You just use this little nozzle bit here and you just pull it out. If you're having trouble with the grip, I recommend you getting like a little bit of toilet paper, like get a little square and then wrap it around and then pull it. Just be slow and firm with it and you got it. This in tandem with my period panties, ooh, it's such a great combo. Meet the second love of my life. This is my air fryer by Kozari. I don't know how I lived without an air fryer before because I use this every single day to heat up food, to make things crispy. This is basically like a fusion between a toaster oven and a conventional oven, but just like compact. And then over here we have my rice cooker. This is by the brand Cuckoo. This makes the juiciest, most soft, airy, just perfect rice of all time. Before I thought like brown rice had to be just always slightly dry, but when I cook it in this, it is always so succulent and just so moist. It's incredible. Now these are the tools that I use in the kitchen every single day. This is my kitchen set by Material. It's got everything that I need, from 3 knives, it's got a whisk, a spoon, tongs, a spatula, a strainer, and it just tucks in so nice. Everything is just very functional. This is my manual food chopper. I love to use this to mince and chop my vegetables. I love to use this to make like my nice cream, which is basically like frozen bananas. I think this is highly recommended if you have just like a smaller kitchen with less counter space. Since it's so compact, you can just like tuck it away when you're finished, and it's super easy to clean. So next up, I want to talk about my produce saver. This is so incredible at keeping my greens extra green for extra long. So after I wash my lettuce, I'll just put it in this little basket. Because there's this net, it allows the air to flow all the way around, so that way it doesn't get all like wilty and moldy. It's just incredible. So this contraption is my Julienne Peeler. This is incredible when I want just like strips of anything, whether I want like strips of veggies for my japchae. I feel like ever since I got this, I've just been eating more vegetables because it's in a shape that is fun and easy to cook with. Every time I do a cooking video, someone is always asking where I get my wooden spoons. One is just Amazon. You just literally type in wooden spoons and then something will come up. Like I got these 2 spoons on Amazon. And then the rest of my wooden spoons I get from the Korean store. Just go to the utensils section or like the kitchenware section, and you'll see a variety of different spoons that are in all shapes and sizes. And yes, it does make your food taste better for some weird reason. Now this bowl is from Hawkins, New York. It's like my favorite like designer kitchenware / homeware store. Yes, it's pretty pricey, but oh my God, the quality and just like the way it looks, it just makes food taste better when it's presented in a nice ass bowl like this. I have been really enjoying using empty jars as Tupperware, especially these ones. This used to be like a coconut yogurt, and now I love making my overnight oats in here. If you guys are looking for the best vegan cheese option, I highly recommend Chow. It actually tastes like cheese, first of all, and it also melts like cheese. I love using this in my quesadillas. I love using them in a grilled cheese. It's so freaking bomb. For a vegan cream cheese, we love this brand by Miyokos. I personally love their chive flavor. Oh, that one's so good. Classic plain is also really good. This just adds like a nice creamy texture into my wraps, and it's also really great on bagels. Lastly, I want to do a little shout out to my coconut amino sauce. This is a great substitute for soy sauce if you just want something with less sodium. This tastes a little bit sweeter, which I actually prefer when I'm dipping like my avocado wraps. Every time we eat, Ben and I have been making a conscious effort to reduce our paper napkins use. So we've been loving to use like fabric reusable napkins. These are by the brand Food 52. I don't even know how many times we've washed these, and they've held up really well. If you are looking for a little plant friend to have in your home, I highly recommend The Sill. It's an online site where you just order the plant and then they deliver it to your door, including the pot. I feel like this pot would be displayed in an art museum in Toronto. So we're currently in the guest restroom, and we have been loving these soaps by Way. So this is their hand wash, and I love the way it smells. It just smells really fresh, kind of like laundry detergent. I just love that clean, familiar scent. There's also a little matching hand lotion as well. This smells exactly like the soap. And then over here we have the diffuser. This is by the brand Nest. And this is very potent. Like if you want your bathroom to smell good all the time, or like any type of room, get this diffuser because it will just permeate a room and make it smell so good. I currently have the scent grapefruit. So I think we should talk a little bit about camera equipment. This is the Canon M50. I feel like every vlogger uses this camera, and for good reason too. It's just so easy to use, and you can really capture so much of what you need just with this one device. It has a pop-out screen like this, which is touch screen. It's just an extremely easy interface, and I cannot recommend it enough. I also recommend this external mic by Rode. You just pop the mic into the camera and you just have really crispy audio. For my film photos, I use my Contax T2. I love this film camera. It is so incredible. The pictures always come out so high quality, and it's just idiot proof, which I really appreciate. That's the reason why I splurged on this camera. I think it's so expensive because it's discontinued, so you can only purchase these on eBay, and I highly recommend you getting a Japanese seller. So if I'm stepping out and I need a pair of sunglasses, I have a couple of pairs. First are these ones by Gentle Monster. This is called the Jennie. This is the perfect squared off, slightly cat eye frames. I love the black ones so much that I also got the tortoise shell ones as well. These ones just are warmer. If I'm wearing like browns, neutrals, or reds, I feel like these sunglasses make more sense. And then for my last pair of sunglasses, I love these ones by Cold Laundry. I feel like these are a little bit more casual as opposed to these ones are more like chic. If anyone was wondering where I get my slippers, I get them from Parachute Home. I like these because they're like super substantial. Like look at that sole, it's thick, durable, it's got like a nice grip. Welcome to the reading room. So towards the end of the afternoon, I love to squeeze some reading in. Either I am reading from my Kindle. This is my favorite way to read, to be honest. Ever since I got the Kindle, I wanna say like 4 or 5 years ago, my reading habits have just skyrocketed. I have an infinite library at my fingertips. I also love how lightweight it is. With some books, especially when they're quite thick and heavy, it's just a chore to read because it's like you're essentially like lifting like 5-pound weights. It's not very comfortable. But with the Kindle, I can just be in whatever position I want, and it's just really light on my wrists. And lastly, I love the fact that if I don't know a certain word, I can just press on the word and it will define it for me. For my slow journalism, I have 2 subscriptions. I have the New Yorker and the Atlantic. I like the New Yorker because it comes every single week. If I just want some current events news clips, I'll just read the Talk of the Town. This has some basic articles of what has been going on. And then I'll try and read all the cover stories, especially because those are, you know, the ones that they want to highlight. And then for the Atlantic, I read this like a book, front to back, because this only comes once a month. And I feel like the editors do a really good job selecting the articles that get chosen to be printed. So when I finish reading a book, I will complete a book report on the website Notion. So this is what my book notes template looks like. So this book template that I currently use is by a YouTuber named Ali Abdal. He's incredible. I'll link his Notion video down in the description box so you can just copy his template that way. So this is the non-fiction template. You know, I don't fuss around with this too much. I don't pretend that I'm writing something that's gonna be graded. Like this is purely just for me to remember, because if I don't write these notes, literally everything that I read just evaporates. So this is a concrete way to have all my thoughts and my impressions all in one place. For my fiction template, I keep it pretty like loose and train of thought like. I just do what it's about, and then I just kind of drudge up anything that related to me in any way. Well, it looks like it's about to be evening time again. I wanted to show my pajama bottoms. These are by the brand MeUndies. Fabric that it's made out of is buttery soft. It's so stretchy. Ben is also a huge fan of MeUndies as well. All right, so I'm gonna remove my makeup now. So the first step is a cleansing balm. This is my favorite one. This is by Then I Met You. So I grab around that amount, and then I warm it up in my fingers, and then I just go to town on this. It's just my favorite way to remove that first layer of makeup off my face. But as you can see, it just melted into this like silky facial oil. For my cleanser, I'm using this one by Tatcha. This is their rice wash. This one's okay. It's kind of got like a grittiness to it at first, so I feel like it exfoliates. But yeah, I'm not married to this cleanser. This is just the one that I'm using for now. Since we're doing some pampering, I'm gonna show you guys the next extra step that I do. This is my facial steamer. I love to do this maybe 3 to 4 times a week just to open up my pores, and honestly, it makes me feel like I'm at a spa. For the water, I just filled it with my fridge filtered water. They say not to use tap water because it gets like the minerals in the tap water to your face, and apparently that's not good. And as you can see, it's starting to bubble up. Ooh, that's so nice. I have not gotten a facial in a year. I'll do this for maybe like 5 minutes, but sometimes I'll just let this baby run until all the water's out. So I'm gonna apply Solasu's First Care Activating Serum. I'll just apply it all over the face. I've been taking a break from essences and toners and just using this activating serum because this just does a better job like hydrating, firming, and nourishing my skin. And then next up, I'll go in with my Entrol Serum by Darphin. This is actually part of like a 4-week care program, but I like it so much that I've just been continuing it. You're supposed to use this when your skin really needs it. I don't know, let's say you traveled somewhere extremely dry, or let's say you had a bender or something and your skin just really needs like the nutrients and the hydration back. But it's also really great if you want to prep for a big event like your birthday, or if you want your skin to be extra clear for like a photo shoot. I do realize that the examples that I'm saying don't make sense during this pandemic, but that's what this is for. But regardless, I'm just like a creature of consistency and I have really enjoyed the way it made my skin look, so I just continue to use it. For my eye cream, I've got the Eye Concentrate by La Mer. This has triple the amount of miracle broth, which is in all of La Mer's products. That's like La Mer's key ingredient. Like I feel like every skincare has like the thing that they love to talk about. Like La Mer is the miracle broth, Solwazu is the ginseng. I feel like Darphin prides itself in like French skincare slash botanicals. And then lastly, to seal everything in, I'm gonna go in with my Belief True Cream Moisturizing Balm. It's thicker than the Aqua Balm. Like if it was summer, then I would go for the Aqua Balm. But I really like Belief's the True Cream for the winter time. Finally, I've got SkinCeuticals Tripeptide R Neck Repair. Now this is a very intense neck cream for this area here. Like I am trying to keep this area quite youthful, and you know, prevention and consistency is key. I just do like 2 to 3 pumps of this and I rub it on my neck, and you could also put it on like your décolletage. But yeah, I only use this maybe like 3 to 4 times a week. Like I wouldn't use this every day, especially because it's got like retinol in it. I feel like retinol can be like kind of intimidating, especially because you're like, oh my gosh, like it's a crazy active ingredient. But with SkinCeuticals, I really just trust them with my retinols and I've never had a bad reaction with them. So I just stick with it. Teeth are so important. My favorite floss is Cocoa Floss. This is truly the best floss of all time. It's because it's like thick. That will get all that nasty gunk out of your teeth, that plaque. So this is how my dentist taught me how to floss. You wrap the string around your 2 middle fingers and then you use your index finger to control where the floss goes. Once you put it up in your tooth, you're supposed to hug both sides and then pull it down. Yeah, there you go. You guys ready for the grand finale? Here we have my Homedics neck massager. It feels so incredible. So it doesn't look like much, but you just turn this button on. You got these 4 balls just working, just absolutely working your neck and your shoulders. Oh, it's pure bliss. Like, it's so crazy just what this movement can do for you and your soul. It just takes you into another world. And what I like about this is that it goes clockwise and then it goes counterclockwise and it feels phenomenal. I wish you guys can feel this right now. There's also a setting where it turns red. It's supposed to like heat up, but I don't find that this actually works. It just looks cool at night, you know? I guess that concludes this video. If you guys ever were curious about what I use on a day-to-day basis or what I recommend, just please refer to this video. It's got everything. It's very thorough. Hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.